What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of All the Mods Expert. Oh yeah, guys. So I've been doing a little bit of digging down here. Yeah, we saw this kind of a little bit last episode. I got rid of a good portion of what we had branch mined out. There's still a little bit of these poke hole areas left. I'll go back through these soon enough. Down here at the very end, we've opened up into a ravine. There's a lava floor, so I kind of stopped. Anyway, so that's what I've been working on here, collecting some resources, opening this up. We needed cobblestone for various different things, so now we don't have to worry about running out of that stuff anytime soon. So I just got done making ourselves this stone excavator. Yeah, as I was mining out down there, we get a lot of gravel falling from the ceiling, so I was using our stone mattock to take care of that. Unfortunately, this thing doesn't have any speed bonus against gravel. So it works great on dirt, but gravel, like, you know, what you find a lot of in mines and stuff, not so good. So yeah, I made the stone excavator so we can take care of that stuff a little bit faster. Our stone, paper, copper hammer dinged while we were down there, so I got another modifier on there, so I added more haste. So now it has the hastest trait. If we put that here, we can see it's got a plus 60% speed bonus. Yeah, that's pretty good. So we're up to a 8.56 mining speed. It's not bad. It's definitely not the fastest you can do. I think if we get cobalt on there, like a cobalt head, it'll be about as fast as we can go. Anyway, we'll be worrying about that later when we can get cobalt and stuff like that. Unlimited, no problem at all. Don't have to worry about it. But for right now, we're going to stick with cobblestone since that's what we find in the mines down below. And yeah, we have an abundance of this stuff. I did change out the stone lumber axe handle to a wood one. Originally we had made that out of stone and I put a diamond on there for more durability. But yeah, adding the wooden handle, that's the only thing I changed, upped us about 200 more durability on that. And I think it might have increased the mining speed a little bit. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, our tools are in order. So I think it's time to start moving on. Now, one of the things that I noticed while we were down there mining stuff is I keep running out of room. So I was looking at different types of bags that we can get, and I saw we have a few different options. So we have the tried and true bag of holding from Extra Utilities 2, which requires magical_wood. I don't know if we want to do that just yet. There's also these other bags from Baggins's. I think I've used this mod in the past, but it doesn't seem exceptionally expensive to make these, right? So it's just 4 wool, 4 string, and a chest. I don't remember that's the same size as a large chest, or I'm sorry, as a, like one of these oak chests, or if that is just the 2 rows of 9. I don't remember. Anyway, since that's not expensive, let's go ahead and make that. So we needed 4 wool, 4 string, and then a chest, right? So pretty inexpensive, and we had everything we need on hand. Do I not have a chest in here? I do. Okay, so there's a chest. All right, so let's make this bag. Oh, I can't do that. Guess we need to do the white bag tier 1 since it's white wool that we have. Learning to carry. So this thing, oh, that's even smaller than I was expecting. Okay, so that is about half an inventory. About. It's a little bit over half, right? So that's not very much. So I saw there was an upgrade here. This won't do much by itself. So does that get us to the tier 2? I don't know. I saw there was a tier 2. So if we want to take our white bag tier 2 and upgrade it, we need 2 mob skulls, 3 diamonds, a gas tier, and eyes of ender. Oh, that makes it soulbound. Okay. So if we want to get tier 2, we add the upgrade. So what about tier 3? Oh, okay. So we take a tier 2 and then okay. So we need a total of 3 upgrades to upgrade all the way to the highest tier. And if we want to soul bind it, we want to do this. Obviously, we'd want to do that, but I think I'll take it up to this tier first just to see where that's at. So we're going to need 9 iron to do this. 9 iron. We're going to need 9 planks and 9 more string. It's a feather. So there's that, and then we need 9 planks. I think we had some right here. All right, so let's see if we can make these upgrades here. There's that. So bag plus 1 upgrade. Let's carry even more. Okay, so now it's the size of a regular chest. So I assume upgrading one more time will make it the size of a large chest. And let's carry everything. No, that is not the size of a large chest. That just adds in an additional 12 more slots, right? So that's 9, 10, 11, 12. Huh. Okay, so is it worth taking from the tier 2 to the tier 3? I don't know. But the other question I have is if we put stuff in here, can I sort? No. Middle clicking does not sort this. Okay, so that's a problem. That's something I don't like. What about pouch? We have ender pouches in here. Okay, so that's something. Oh, that's not that bad. I think we have everything except for the leather and maybe the ender pearl. Huh, so now that we spent all the resources on this white bag, let's just go to the ender pouch. We don't have ender pearls at all. No. You know, I did hear that there were endermen down here as we were coming down. Maybe they've despawned. Yeah, I think they despawned. Okay. Well, that's too bad. Okay. Unfortunately, yeah, this bag isn't going to sort, but it'll do what I want it to do for now. So, I mean, all is not lost, right? We can still carry things in there that I don't need on me at the moment, and that'll be just fine. Later on when we get ender pearls and stuff, and we can spend them for that, yeah, I'll definitely be looking at doing that. Okay, so I guess what we need to do now is look at what the next path for progression in this mod pack is. Hey, you, let's go kill everything. Well, let me go figure out what our next step is, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so I was kind of looking through the mods, trying to figure out what our next step of progression is. We've reached the end of our book here, and the only thing it's giving us is just tips on how to, you know, just for some early game things that might have been added, like recipe for the saddles or whatever. So I guess this book is pretty much done with at this point. I'm kind of looking for a place to put it. How about right there? So we don't really need to carry that with us anymore. So I was looking, is like, you know, we should probably look at a way to double our ores. We should look at a way to smelt. So I'm thinking Sag Mill, right? So Sag Mill is from Ender.io. And in order to make this, we're going to need some sharpened flint, a machine chassis, a piston, and then tung steel ingots. Tung steel ingots. That's from ATM Rockhounding. So tung steel ingots is made from the nuggets and from the block. We can smelt down the dust if we had dust, but we need the ingot to crush into the dust in order to do that. So it looks like in order to make that, we need a metal alloyer. A metal alloyer in order to make tung steel, in order to make a sag mill. Okay, so metal alloyer. To make one of these, we are going to need bronze, dawnstone ingots, buckets, iron furnace, obsidian. So that all seems pretty easy, right? I think that's where we can go next. So dawnstone ingots, we saw how to make those before, and I can't remember if I made extras or not. And if I do have extras, they might be down here. Let's just take a look real quick. In here. That's gold. Nope, I think we might have used up exactly the amount that we needed. So I think what we needed to do now is make bronze. I think that might be, I keep saying I think. I'm pretty sure bronze is one of the few metals, one of the few alloys we have not made yet. So we need to smelt down stuff in the smeltery. So if we alloy tin and copper, we can make bronze. So that sounds easy. Is there an easier recipe for this than that? I mean, this is an expert mode mod pack, so I expect not, but we can take a look anyway. Oh, if we had a metallurgic infuser, we can do some stuff. Alloy smelter. You know, another thing that I didn't even consider is if we make any of these machines that require power, how are we going to power said machines? I don't know yet. That's something we're going to have to figure out. I guess we could maybe make a survivalist generator or some kind of a furnace generator. Right, so bronze, tin, and copper. I don't remember if we have any copper. It looks like we have a little bit. I don't know if we have any tin. Let's go take a look at that. We have osmium. We got tin right here. Now the recipe was 3 copper to 1 tin. Copper, so we can do 4 recipes. Okay, well, I guess we could go throw that into our smeltery over here and see what we can do with that. So we currently have molten aluminum brass in there, and we only got 2 slots available. Yeah, we weren't able to expand this out any because we can't make the seared brick by putting stone in here and making the seared stone. I almost wonder, should I work on upgrading our smeltery first so we can put more things in there at a time? That might make more sense. So in order to do that, we need more grout. And let's take a look at grout one more time. So grout is made by obsidian dust, clay, gravel, sand. So all of that is pretty easy. All right, so I'm going to go down. I'm going to mine some obsidian. I believe that's what we're missing. I'm going to try and mine up a whole lot of that stuff. We'll make a whole lot of the obsidian powder. We'll make grout. We'll expand out the smeltery. Try and make it a 3x3. I think that's probably what we want. Oh, I don't have water on me. I need to go grab water. Yeah, so we'll make that a 3x3. I think that's what we need to do. Okay, that's my next task. I'm going to get on it, and we'll BRB. Alright guys, so I just spent a bunch of time getting our bronze cooked up. Yes, we have bronze ingots, we have bronze blocks, and then I did some dawn stone as well. So I was taking a look back at this recipe here, and let me sleep real quick. Yeah, I got a whole lot of stuff happening downstairs. We had to reset up everything for the dawn stone and all of that. So yeah, I was looking at this. We have the obsidian, we have the dawn stone, we have the bronze, we need a weighted pressure plate. That's just 2 pieces of iron. That should be pretty easy. I do believe we have all the iron available for such things. Okay, so we got that done. We need 2 buckets. We should make those real quick. So one of those, one of these. What are that? Rusty ladder. No thanks. So there's our 2 buckets. Obsidian. So the last thing is this iron furnace. So this does require iron plates. Now we have a way to make iron plates with a plate stamp down below. So we'll probably end up having to do that. Now we've been using the stamper with the ingots set up. Yeah, it's so cramped down here. I've been using it with this ingot set up here. But yeah, we definitely need to get that out of there. How do I do this? Is it got to be an empty hand? Okay, so empty hand, I can right click the ingot stamp out of there. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, did we not already create an iron plate? Pretty much what I want to do is use a existing plate. We already made some iron plates. All right. I want to use an existing plate and cast a mold out of it. Now, we will also need some aluminum brass, and I'm not sure if we have any of that. Let's search for aluminum. We don't appear to have any aluminum. That's unfortunate. I do want to get myself some aluminum so we can start making molds. So I guess my next step here, we don't have to make these iron plates in our iron plate stamper, although we could. I want to set up, well, I guess a mold for our smelter outside. I also didn't show you guys our smeltery. I did set it up so it's now a 3x3. Yeah, pretty standard design that I've used in the past. Got the lava in the back here, corner for a drain when we have a faucet on 2 different corners. So we can cast it on the casting table or pour blocks in the casting basin. Eventually, I'll probably replace this block right here with another drain so we can do the same thing on both sides. It's more important now in 1.10 than it was in 1.7 to do that because the amount of time it takes for blocks and ingots and stuff to cool, you need a lot of those things going. But we'll look at that sometime in the future. All right, so I need to focus on getting myself a little aluminum. Yeah, I had no idea that we were completely out of aluminum. We weren't going to be able to make any more aluminum brass. I think I destroyed some aluminum brass that was already in the smeltery when I made it bigger. Why is this block here? That block is there because cave, I guess. Right. So I know in this cave, I'm going to get lost. I'm sure I'll find my way out. I know in this cave I have seen aluminum, and I didn't grab every little bit of aluminum because I didn't need it at the time. I wonder, can we search JEI here for aluminum and see if it shows where in the world it generates? Oh, you know what? It spawns as bauxite, I think. Yeah, this stuff. This is what we're looking for, bauxite. So this kind of shows that it spawns in many different places. Y60 seems to be pretty hot for that. So maybe on the surface, like if we could go out and find some stone on the surface would be good. Otherwise, looks like about Y44 is going to be the level we want to mine. You know, I was going to go through this cave, but I might have already picked this pretty clean, thinking back on it. How do I even get out of here? Through here? Yeah. I might have already picked that clean, so it might be an idea just to start and continue or start a branch mine on Y40. I can't remember. Did we already start one down here? Oh, yeah. So we have this one. That's where another portal is. So it might be worth it to just come through this area and just start mining a tunnel. Yeah, we had one of these. Which mod is it? I can't remember the mod. We have the underground biome thing in here. Oh, look, there's some aluminum right there. So that should help us out a little bit. I don't know how much of this stuff we need, but I need a way to pillar up there, and I don't really have a way. Let's just grab some of these blocks and then stack our way up there, I guess is what we're going to do. Looks like there's some more right there. Okay, so that's really good. So it seems like the aluminum, the bauxite, spawns higher up in the world generation. I'll make finding it a little bit easier now that I know that. I guess we can do one of those numbers, and there we go. All right, so that's easy. So now we have 4 pieces of bauxite. Oops, I'll go ahead and get rid of my cobblestone pillar here. Was there any more bauxite? That might be some right there. It's really hard to tell in the darkness. No, that's not even. Right there is more. Okay, well anyway, if we need this stuff like in larger quantities, I'll come back here and mine it out. But I think for right now, this should get us by. So I'll make some more aluminum brass. I'm going to take one of those iron plates, make a mold out of there. And then I do believe we should be able to take that and cast it out. Let's just double check here real quick. So Industrial Craft 2, we have a stamping recipe. We also have a casting recipe. So yeah, 144 millibuckets or a full ingot. It turns into an iron plate. Takes 3 seconds to cast out. I think the IC2 or the metal press would be the ideal way of doing it, but we don't have power yet. So that is not going to work for our needs for right now. All right, so yeah, let me go ahead and make some aluminum brass. I will cast out a mold for these iron plates, and we'll be right back. All right, and there is our 3rd iron plate. Doesn't quite line up with the design of this mold, but you know, whatever. All right, so there's 5 iron plates. One of those went into making this mold, and I made a bunch of aluminum brass, probably more than what I needed to make, but I don't ever want to have to hunt for that stuff again. And yes, I did notice after I went back up to get the copper that I did have more bauxite in here. Yeah, I didn't see it before. I was looking for aluminum. It was bauxite. Anyway, so we got that taken care of. So we had the 5 iron plates. Let's sleep once again. It is becoming nighttime outside, and I don't want to hear monsters out near the base. Right. So now, if we get rid of all this stuff, we want to look for the mixer. No. Dang it. What was it called? The metal alloyer is what we're looking for, not mixer. Yeah, we were using the mixer for making that Dawn steel stuff or whatever, and I got confused. Anyway, so iron furnace. So we need a regular furnace, which is nether brick or dried bricks in a ring. Do we have enough nether brick? Oh no. It's one thing or another. I know we made a furnace just recently. Was it for the coal heater? I don't know. I guess we're going to go take a quick trip to the nether real quick. We'll take a trip to the nether real quick. Probably should go and get myself the night vision potion and the fire resist potion, but what we're doing really isn't that big of a deal. We could just take a whole bunch of netherrack and smelt it down, but since we have access to the fortress right here and we have a hammer, I think it just makes sense just to go destroy a little bit of the... I thought that piggy was angry at me. Destroy a little bit of this fortress for our purposes here. I think over here is safe to take it down because it's kind of is above netherrack. So I'll destroy some of this stuff. We don't need too much of it. That is more than enough. Okay. So yeah, quick trip here. Got the stuff done that we needed to do. So now we should be able to make our furnace. With the furnace, we can make the iron furnace. And then we should be able to make ourselves the alloy mixer. I can't think of it. Metal alloyer. It's a machine I've never used before, and there are so many different ways of alloying stuff in this game. It's confusing sometimes, but it's fine. I am kind of interested in seeing how this thing works. I don't know if it's like a giant furnace or how it all works, but we'll figure it out as we go here, I'm sure. Alright, so now that we got this, we can go ahead and make this machine. Looking forward to getting it done. Here we go, we're back. Alright, so there is the furnace. Here is the iron furnace. Come on, click it. Iron furnace. And our metal alloyer. It says powered by either energized fuel blend or an induction heating element and RF. Okay, so this we do have to power somehow. Energized fuel blend. I'm not sure what that is. Energized fuel blend. This? Okay, so that's redstone, coal, and glowstone. Interesting. Used to power rockhounding machines. So I assume in this, well, actually, let's set it down. Before we do anything, does this have like a spot where you put the fuel? Yes. So it looks like it'll be powered internally by this. Okay, so that's interesting. So let's try and make some of this fuel. So that is redstone, coal, and glowstone. I'm not sure if we have glowstone. Do we have glowstone? We have redstone, we have coal. I'm not seeing glowstone. Maybe I haven't farmed up any of that stuff yet. Okay, well, I guess that's another trip to the nether. BRB. Alright, so that's pretty quick. At the end of our main bridge that goes from our portal over to the netherrack area, there was some glowstone right at the end. So I was able to collect just a few pieces of that, just enough so we can try this out and see how this thing works. So does this have an internal fuel storage? So it says 500 RF. Okay, interesting. So we wanted to make this for going back, Sag Mill. So we needed that to make this tungsteel ingot, and that is made with steel, tungsten dust. I guess I could have taken the time and made sure that we have all this other stuff. Chromium dust and cobalt powder. Chromium dust made in the chemical extractor. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, I got way ahead of myself here. Chemical extractor. This machine, just the icon looks complicated. So that is item cabinets. So that is glass around iron ingot. That's gonna be a problem. This looks like we are gonna need 8 iron total for this machine, and I don't have any iron right now. I need to go mining for more. I know it's crazy with all the mining that we've done. Yeah, we've used all of our iron just to make this particular machine. My goodness. Let me just double check real quick that we don't have any hiding in here that I'm not aware of. We got gold, silver, lead, tin, bauxite, nickel. Yeah, we don't have any. I also want to figure out what this stuff is used for. This uninspected mineral. I'm not sure. Okay. Well, that's another setback. If we don't have any iron, we really can't proceed any further here. And again, I'm not sure if we can even proceed at all now that I'm re-looking at what we got going on here. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we looked at a little bit of this rockhounding stuff. Yeah, the metal alloyer, the energized fuel blend. Right. I'm going to go ahead and get the tinker stuff out of my inventory. I'm going to go prepare for a little bit of mining, and we'll once again be back. Alright guys, so we should have about everything together here to get this done. Just finishing up a little bit of the crafting on this. So there's that guy, and then we need 3 of these recipes. Okay, so there is 3 item cabinets, and finally, there we go. So here's our chemical extractor. It says powered by either energized fuel blend or induction heating element and RF. So that's very similar to the other machine that we got here. So yeah, that machine does look pretty cool. Looks very high tech. So if we hold shift on here, we can see that it's got RF and then 2 tanks, 2 internal tanks. Interesting. Oh my goodness. What did I get myself into here? Yeah, this looks really complex. Hydrofluoric acid, syngas, some kind of a test tube thing. We know what this is because we just made that a little bit ago. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go. The chemical extractor is used to extract element dusts from shards. It needs the following to operate. Energized fuel blend in the top left slot. Okay, so we got that figured out. And then it says syngas in the left fluid tank made in the lab oven. Lab oven. Okay, hold on. Let's look. Lab oven. So this is a chemical flask, which is more glass that we're going to do. More iron, another furnace, and more glass. All right, so that's not exceptionally difficult to do. So syngas in the left fluid tank made in the lab oven. Hydrofluoric in the right fluid tank made in the lab oven. So we need two things made from the lab oven. A test tube in the test tube slot. Okay, and then lastly, any shard that has been produced by the mineral analyzer. So we need to get ourselves shards from the mineral analyzer. Yeah, there's a lot more to this than I was thinking. I've never used this rockhounding mod before, so I don't know. It says once all the ingredients are in place, it will start extracting elements. Interesting. So we need to get ourselves a mineral analyzer 2. That would be this guy. So a mineral analyzer is more iron. Oh, goodness. Okay. I assume it's going to work very similar to what we've done before. So we can get ourselves that kind of a shard. One of these. I assume one of these will be like chrome. Although I don't know. Like each one of these things have different names. It's going to be impossible for me to know which one we're looking for. Native material, oxide material. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, there's a lot of this stuff. Does this rockhounding mod have some kind of a book in it? Hopefully it's got some kind of manual in here. Otherwise, I don't know how I'm going to figure this out. I'm probably going to have to go off to the wiki or something and get a little bit more information. It doesn't look like there's really a book in here unless it's a weird looking icon or something. Yeah, uninspected mineral processed in the mineral sizer. Are we gonna need a mineral sizer? Because how else are we gonna get these things? Well, what's a mineral sizer look like? All right, so one of these. So this is crushing gear, item cabinet, more iron. Or we can do a 10, I guess, for the hopper. Wow. Okay. So there's a lot of stuff that's going to go into this. If you guys have used this mod before, if you know a good resource for me to look up information, yeah, feel free to let me know in the comments down below, because I don't know, there's no instructions in this. Again, I'll probably end up going off to the wiki or something like that. But like I said, if you guys know some special place, some special wiki, good information, let me know. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of All the Mods Expert. By the way, it gets dark if you have F7 on. Yeah, I did find that out. So, yeah, if the yellow X's or red X's are out there, it'll be dark when I go into F1 mode. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.